Hello, Society Stitchers. I'm Katie.
I'm Laura.
We are the Black Needle Society, and we are here for a Halloween wrap-up mid-November.
Yes. Time got away from us and that's it.
Well,
So we thought we really wanted to come back and finish up.
really, we started in on nice list wrapping
Hmm.
stuff, and we just went with it and prioritized that. And we're like, Halloween can sit on the back burner until everything's ready.
We
So,
kept thinking, oh, we'll
yeah.
film. Mm-mm.
So, but as of yesterday, the nice list boxes are mostly packed.
Hmm.
We have to wait for something, but hopefully we're gonna ship them by the end of the week. So,
Fingers crossed, all the good
yeah,
thoughts and speedy mail service,
yes.
mail delivery service. So we have piles of things. And I think what we're starting with is the one that we haven't shown you. You ready to do this?
Yes.
Okay. I think what we're starting with is the one that we haven't shown you. Um, right? We didn't come on and do
We
it
didn't,
last time.
nope, we showed
Okay.
what we were going to work on, but we never showed what our actual progress was on our final piece.
Okay. My last one is in this book, the Sisters book from Blackbird Designs, and it is At First Cock's Crow. This one has had an interesting life because when I started it, I had one color. So I did a lot in the year that we started. I guess I did not prep. And I managed to find one color and did a lot in it.
I feel like you started it in 2020 or something. I feel like it was a availability issue.
Well, I only had one
Yeah.
color. That's the
That
thing.
that's what I'm saying is that I mean things were kind of hard to get then.
But I got a lot filled in this year. Will you pull the bottom? Because it's like wrinkly.
Holding
Thank
my
you.
own thing.
So I moved this border way up. I went across the middle, put the bird in, and then I worked across the bottom and put that line in and started things. So I got a lot. I did get 500 stitches in, which I know there's been some discussion about that. That was my goal for myself to try and I'm trying to be intentional and make at least 500 stitches on projects so that I can see real progress.
Um,
How about you, girly?
I worked on the Wicked Stitcher Society, and I think I'm looking at this. I'm like, I think I only have one color left
Oh, you need
to
to
put
pull
in.
this out and do it.
I know. Well, and I had wanted to, but then we got busy. So this one may come out before next Halloween. Like I might just leave it out and work on it and finish it. I am so close. So this year I put in all of the gold. I put in this like brown bobbiny thing. I did the matte underneath her and filled it in. I think the only thing I have left is her hair, which is this orange color. So it's her hair. These dots on her dress are the orange, and the stripes on her socks are the orange.
Is her
And
fabric
then
already filled in under her hoop?
no, it doesn't get filled in. It's
Okay.
like your fabric is what she's stitching
Ah,
on. Yeah.
cool.
Oh, and I think this bird is holding a needle and thread. I think I might have missed that. But yeah, it's so close to being done.
So fun. My next one is Halloween This Way by the Primitive Hare. Katie will put a picture in here and it'll cover up Pia taking a bath. And this one is stitched on what it calls for, which I think is 30 count
Dark
dark
spell
spell
big.
big, which is important because otherwise it won't fit. I got a little tired of filling in blacks, so I went up and added the next sign and I put the signpost in at the bottom and in between them, and then filled in a little more on the black on the bottom. So, I kind of like having the signs, and it would be good to pull this out during the year and
During
do
chat.
some fill in.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be perfect. So that I have kind of a soft goal to pull out Halloween on the 13th and the 31st.
So my next piece that I worked on was the Halloween wreath by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I'll insert a photo here. And I'm not super far on this, but I did finish the bow this year.
Woohoo!
So there we go. What's your
Okay.
next one?
Well, I was going to show my two finishes. So here's one of them. I finished, she is calling this Scary Halloween Night now. Um, for years, it did not have a name. It was for an event that two of our cross stitch shops put on. But this is by Rosie and me. And I finished this up this year. I was so happy. I think I ended up having to do like 700 stitches, maybe 1,000 stitches, something to get it finished, but it is done.
My next one is Midnight Magic. I had to think about it for a second. Um, by Stitchrovia, and I'll insert a photo here. And then this is where I got this year. I finished
Pretty.
the word better. I was so happy to get that far because this piece has been a little bit of a struggle piece for me on various years that I've pulled it out. Um, that top part took me forever to get going, and then like a couple years ago, I just like went through all of
You
it. It
just
was
powered.
crazy. And then last year I had a problem with lettering and I didn't get hardly any done. And yeah, so slowly working our way down.
My other finish, I really had a third one, but it wasn't one that was part of our 13. It was one at school that was a little Halloween piece. But this one is Autumn Alphabet by Willow Hill Samplings. And it's on the fabric that it calls for, which is Murky from Picture This Plus, which I showed this before. This is how different the sides can look. This is an eighth of a yard and it only took a 16th. I did all the called for colors and I finished this either on the 30th or the 31st. I was working really hard to get this done before the end of the month. So, and I used all the called for colors. I love this one.
My next piece is Witchy Dreams by Barbara Anna. And before I show you my progress, we're going to do a little PSA. Creative Poppy posted that they are closing down their website. So you have until the end of December to get any of the patterns from their site. So they carry the PDF version and the paper copies of various designers, including Barbara Anna. And as far as I know, they were the exclusive license holder of Barbara Anna. They did distribute to other websites, but it's them. So I don't know if they're going to continue on printing copies of those. That's,
Or if she's found another distributor.
yeah. So, but if you're worried about it, grab your copies now. That's that has
That's your
been your
PSA.
PSA.
Don't me hold this.
Sure. And then this was my start.
Ooh,
I was missing a color, so I couldn't fill in her eyes. She looks really creepy right now.
but it's really cool to
Yeah.
see. Okay. And when you're stitching her faces, you think, what is wrong? It is half and half. But then they look so
Oh
cool.
my gosh, there were like 50 billion color changes in this. And I messed up while stitching this. I forgot to give her her eyebrows.
Oh,
So I wasn't going to do this much when I was stitching, but then I had to go in and fix it. So I ended up doing like most of her face other than her eyelashes because I didn't have that color. So,
okay. Another one that I had fun with this month was Pumpkin Row from Chessie and me. And I am doing mine on a piece of 35 count tin roof, which is Weeks Dye Works fabric. And that is where I got. So I feel pretty good about what's left in there. And I've left it this long because I really think I'm going to use the rest of this piece to turn it into a long pillow like they did, but I'll just use the linen on the back. And I'm thinking that I'm probably going to stitch Pumpkin Row. If I would just only know a designer who would do a fun font for me and
hmm.
do that.
Um, my next piece is The Stitch Witch
I want to stitch all your pieces.
by Tiny Modernist. We fight over who gets to stitch things because if she won, I would never stitch. Um, but I don't know. I was just looking at it while you were talking. I'm like, I don't know if I like the gray skin. I might have to change that. But so far, my goal has just been to get all of the black done. I think this takes, yeah, almost 6 skeins of black.
Wow.
And I think I've gone through at least one already. And yeah, there's a lot to go because I still have some more to do down this side. And then, I mean, her hat and her whole dress are basically black.
This isn't murky,
No,
but it's similar.
this is the stinky fabric. It has a
That's
nice
what I say.
it has a nice maple smell to it.
You guys would probably love it. It is not one of my favorite scents. My next one is from the Primitive Needle, and it is Ichabod Seabury. I love this one. Has the little epitaph on there. And I think this was one of those days where we were busy with BNS work and I didn't get a whole lot done on him, but I did finish the row that says Mr. Ichabod Seabury, and I started the black underneath 1788. And I will say that I hit over 500 stitches on every piece.
You gave up a day on that because you did a quick model for me. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell y'all what happened.
Was trying to think what I was doing. So,
My next one is a new start. Um, and it's not super exciting. It is Halloween Revelry by the Primitive Needle, and she just made this available as a PDF to purchase. So I don't know what her website is off the top of my head exactly, but if you look up the Primitive Needle on Instagram, she has a link to the website in her
I think
bio.
she
If
also
you
has a Facebook group.
Yeah, but there's a link somewhere if you find her on social media. And if you like this, you can go buy it now. Previously, it was only available in this really old issue of Just Cross Stitch, which I lucked into at the garage sale. But like I said, it was a new start for me. So all I got was this
Mm.
top border. It's really wide. So that border took a hot minute to do.
You should hold it back some and look at the fabric too, because ooh, it's pretty.
So there you go.
Okay, my next one is the one we laugh about because 2 years ago I thought I'd be able to finish the whole cat. Jumping Cat by Dames of the Needle. You will see, I am still not done with the cat, despite putting, I believe, over 1,000 stitches in on this one because I just got going. But look at that. He's not anywhere near. So, and I have to make some decisions. I had some little heart buttons in here that I was going to use, but I don't know if they're still in here. And who knows? We'll see. I'll decide when I get there. It's future Laura's problem.
I might have to pull out all of the stash that I'm retrieving from these bags as we go. I've rescued 3 pieces of fabric so far and a pair of scissors.
And a
Um,
partridge.
okay, making sure this is a card pattern, so I don't want to show you guys the back of the piece. Okay, there we go. My next one is Resting Witch Face by Hands On Design, and I'm doing it on much different fabric. Um,
It's so cool,
do
though.
I have it? No. There.
Upside down.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because for us the lettering is backwards while we're filming, so I couldn't tell for a second. There you go. I don't remember what the color is, but I do believe it's a Mystic Fabrics piece. So yeah, there you go. That's oh
Cool.
here, look, I've got a tag. It's Aurora by Mystic Fabrics.
Her fabric is lovely. Okay, my next one is Izzie Dekayen by Silver Creek Samplers. I finished the big word spirits and added in a couple more things, like I put in the rest of the bones, and I'll have a little bit more. I have a wine glass to go at the bottom. But I need to get this done because I have plans. I started this with some friends and I have plans to start I Love You to Death with them. I got them to push it back to Valentine's Day because she wrote something about Valentine's Day on it. I'll have to decide if I just want to use the other half of the fabric. So that's that.
I'm laughing at what I
Color and
got done.
cotton.
Um, my next piece is Salem Sampler by Plum Street.
Katie
Um,
loses steam at the end of the month when other things start happening. That's what I'm going to say.
well, I'm laughing because, okay, you guys may know by now that I like to start with my borders. I like to know, basically, I like to know how big something's going to be. It's not that I love stitching borders. I just like to know where things are going to end. Um,
She
but
needs a goal.
I apparently just decided to stop with that much border left to go.
I do that sometimes and I think, what the heck? And is something going to stick out up here?
Yeah, there's like some little leaf or something that breaks for a stitch or
Huh,
two up there. But otherwise the whole thing is solid. So
pretty fabric too.
I'm definitely pulling this out to work on during the year. Sarah Dockstader is making me super jealous because she has been working on this and I'm like, I need it. I need to get it out.
I worked on a big Plum Street piece last night and thought about Sarah. Okay, my next one is Very Scary from Lizzie Kate. This originally came out as a mystery piece and was in 3 sections. And I managed to finish off section 2 and start down on section 3 this year.
My next one's Easy
And
Kate too.
oh, awesome. Did you just do that because I pulled mine?
No, it's just on top.
So I did get all the way down here. You move this to this bottom border. And when I went across here, I had just enough floss left to do a bat. So I put that one in, but I got in a bunch of the satin stitch and yeah, it was good to get this far. I really like this and I would like to have it done.
And while mom's working on that one, yours is yours Halloween or is it autumn?
No, it's Halloween.
Okay. Um,
Very scary.
okay. It has a lot of like autumny
From
elements.
ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night, deliver us. That's the haunted house. And
Okay.
the cat with pumpkin head, which I get to stitch in this next
Cute.
section.
Um, then I am doing the Spooked Mystery Sampler, and there's all 3 parts.
So fun.
And this year I finished the first part.
She likes those skinny houses.
She does. So this is mine. I did change the colors because of the fabric I'm stitching it on, but I really feel like it maintained the original feel of um the piece. Like I think I made the colors a little darker just so they would show up, but I think they have the same kind of tone to them, so it doesn't feel like I've changed them. But then I also did start on the lettering for piece number 2, so I hate when I have to like start something new after it's
Yes.
been a while. And this way my brain is just like, oh, I already started, I already counted over and did all the work. I'm good to go.
Is yours not all connected?
It's all connected.
Okay, because I was going to say mine just flows one into the next.
But I mean, I think yours has the same thing. There are borders kind of in between them.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Okay, my next one is Another Year Creeps by Ink Circles. And I had been stuck down in this corner, so setting a big goal was good. And this was one of my 3-day pieces. So I got a little more in. I did great. I got all of that. There's still a bunch more to go in that block because it fills in with, here it is. It fills in with all the little stuff. And I have to put things around the border. And yeah, there's just a lot that's going to go on in there. And I think there are eyeballs on every single one, Katie and I decided. I'm doing this on a piece of purple fabric from Color and Cotton as well.
excuse me, rescuing more fabric and more scissors. Um, where's the pattern cover? There it is. Which I'm probably going to put back in this bag so I don't tear the pattern up anymore. Okay, so this is a pattern that kind of got stuck to the vinyl inside of the bag. So the picture's not all that pretty. It is The Witch's Brew by With Thy Needle and Thread.
You like those big cups.
Yeah, I've done one other one and I have which is a snowman one, and then I also have a coffee one to do. Um
Hmm,
but this is where I got this year. I started this for our friend Cece's birthday a couple of years ago. So I pulled this out for their birthday again this year. Um,
fun fabric.
I didn't have tons done. I don't remember if I had the skirt done or not, but I definitely had the swirl and the moon. So I think I just got down far enough so I could come down and start working on this giant cup. Because that's going to be some major fill-in. But I worked on it during a chat, and so I know that doing these cups, since I've done one, I know that doing the cup during a chat is great because it's
A
completely
lot of fill.
distracting. It's the one color and you just keep going back and forth. So
Okie doke. My next one is Witch by Lottie Da. And I had been stuck on that bottom border forever. So setting that minimum stitch goal again rescued me. Here is a piece of purple fabric. It says somewhere, I'm sure it says in our show notes what it is, but this is where I got to. So I actually started on that dress tablecloth. I know there's a great debate, and finished up that bottom border and got all the mice in. So that made me very happy this year. I love this one. La Di Da has such quirky pieces.
there. I'm lost. I'm like I lost my
Getting more
piece.
stuff out of here
Well,
or what?
I am, but also I lost my piece for a second. Um, I don't like that. It's stuck to the actual fabric. Um, I have the bag in here. I need to just put it back in. My next one is Bony Bunch by Plum Street. And where's the cat? There we go. I got there. So I filled in more of this bottom skeleton. I think I don't know if I had to finish off the top one a little bit and come down, but yeah, worked on him a little bit.
So cute. That's a fun one. My next one, I was just finding the fabric tag. Yep. I think this is the called for, just probably not in the count that she called for. Mine is Nevermore by Leela's Studio. Love this one. And I am a bottom right starter. So I am still working down there in those borders. Look how close I am to the end of that row. You were talking about how close you got. Look at that. But that would be
That would be a
another,
lot.
I mean, it would be over 500 stitches to get to the end there. So I'm very happy with it. And this is 36 count feldspar from Picture This Plus, and I'm doing one strand over two of called for flosses.
My next one is Ghastly Greetings by Satsuma Street.
Katie seems to get to stitch all of these banners.
Oh, this one, I have one other one because I have I don't remember what it's called, but we say that it's sugar skulls. And it's all the bright colors. And
Love it.
once I finish this one, I get to stitch that one. So there we go. There's that. And then this is where I am. I want to pull all of these out during the year, darn it. Like, why do I only work on these around Halloween?
See, that's I'm gonna set a reminder and tell us that we have to get them out. And we'll work on them on the weekend closest to
I feel like we should do a 24 hours
of
a couple of
Halloween.
times. Yeah, a couple of times during the year that's just our Halloween projects.
Well, if there's a Friday the 13th, that's when we should do it, right? Okay, I should have done this one at the beginning. Katie will put in a picture of the Black Needle Society's Jack Stamp collection. And I worked on this and I finished up that last stamp, which is the big one. So I will be moving along. I did fill in a little bit if I had the color still on there and I could get to it. That's my last one.
Uh my next one, so I guess the last one, I was like, I have an extra bag in here, but I didn't think I worked on anything in it. Um, my last one then is The Addams Family by Plum Street. Um, and I finally made it down. I came around and curved down and I did the pot. So I have the ends of my piece.
I can't believe that that's how big this is.
I know her pieces, I feel like they look really big when you see the cover image and then they turn out to be smaller than you would think.
But
Because this is,
alternately, they look very small on the pattern, and then you get a ginormous piece of fabric.
but this is even 32 count and she tends to stitch on 36 or 40 count.
Hmm.
So like this is how big this is on a count that's even larger than what she normally does. So,
So fun.
oh, and this is, I think, Pumpkin Spice by Needle Bling.
Did you color complete on that one?
I
Or
don't,
probably not.
I don't think so, no, because like I still have her
Yes.
dress in that pot
And I see
collection.
the bats
And
and
yeah, yeah, they're little like berries and things, and yeah. So, I'm also gonna put this one back in. Oh,
or just put the bag at the front.
it's okay. I just
So
we're gonna protect our project bags and put the patterns away so the ink does not stick
to
to the vinyl.
vinyl. Um, in other Black Needle news, if you are around on Black Friday, we will be hosting a chat. I
Mhm.
didn't look at what time. I think it's 7 to 11.
Yes.
Okay, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time. And we had a good chat this last month. It was fun on Halloween. So on Black Friday, Case just found other things in her bag. We will be stitching together and it'll be fun just to see what everybody's coming up with. And yeah, do you want to tell them what else we have going?
Well, I was gonna say, and in other news, tomorrow the planners are supposed to arrive. So, I have packaging for those, for shipping coming in. Those should come in within the week. So those will be leaving here soon, which means Black Friday, the extra planners should be available. So yeah, keep an eye out. I'm excited that they're here so early. I feel like they're here like a month early this year, which is exciting.
I know we kept waiting for them and waiting for them and waiting for them.
Yeah. So,
And honestly, December is a month that we get to do some things that we like to do, want to do, and catch up.
yeah.
And so it's nice that things are coming and
Yeah,
that kind
yeah.
of stuff will be out.
Well, what mom is saying is that we take the month of December to be human beings. If you guys don't know, our summer is insane. Like, mom always makes all of these cross stitch plans for the summer, and I'm like, Mom, you're not gonna have time. Mom, you're not gonna
Our
have time.
birthdays are in July.
Yeah.
So
And I'm like, our time to kind of decompress is here in December, which is why we put out a thing that says we're on vacation. We're here. If something like explodes, we can take care of it. But we really try and make sure that this is our mental health time and we spend time as a family and all of that.
mhm.
So,
The other thing that we do is the 12 days of stitching.
which hopefully we're going to film later today.
And then we do a daily unboxing of what is coming in the nice list
Yes.
for that day. So,
Uh, I thought I would show you. This is everything that I pulled out. These are the extra fabrics that I pulled out from that Halloween bag. So this is also your PSA to go through and check all of your project bags for all of your beautiful fabrics that are just staying in your projects that you
I
could
know
be
I had
stitching on.
Katie and I picked up a pattern I had ordered from the LNS yesterday, and they had a whole stack of fabrics for us that they said, "Oh, we cut these off the bottom of the pieces we framed for you, and we just haven't given them back. So here they are."
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun. We're like, "Oh, I know what this one is. I know what this was."
Yeah.
So
So, okay. I think that's it. We're gonna go find our pieces for 12 days of stitching and hopefully come back a little later and film another video for you so that we can show you what we're planning. So we'll see you later. Bye.